Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you're new, hi, welcome. And thank you so much for coming back as always. Makes my day when you do. I'm excited because today I am testing out, yesterday I went to my local chemist and I was originally only going to get one of these palettes because, I don't know, but yeah. I was originally going to just get the Dazzling Eye Book by BB. This is what she looks like on the inside. I've got this swatched her, not played with her yet. Very peachy, very pretty. It's part of their holiday release and I bought it with my own money. Then I saw this one in store also and I couldn't say no. It's the BB Sultry Nudes palette. Like, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at the packaging. Very pretty. 25 eyeshadows. Again, I've only swatched it, but it's so pretty. Like, look at it. It's very cool tone, neutral, with some pops of color. I did a poll on my Instagram and I asked you guys what palette I should do a first impressions with. This one has won, but I am going to do another video next week with the beauty book. So if you're excited to see that, don't forget to thumbs up the video because it does really help me out a lot. Okay, so I've already got my base on, so I'm just doing eyes today. This is the Designer Brands Sultry Nudes 25 shade eyeshadow palette. $17. I think that's pretty decent for 25 shades, and you get a good mix of matte shimmers and a couple of pressed glitters, and it looks like there is a duochrome in it, which is that one. Kind of like a brown with a blue shift. Very pretty little palette. Thought I'd play with it today. Some of my drugstore brushes. This one is a Cheek Sheet brush. I really like their brushes. I do love that this is more of a neutral leaning palette. Like, there are some warmer tones, but for the most part it is neutral. And to me it leans more cool tone. That shade as my transition. If you hear birds in the background, I look after birds, and so I do have birds in my house. Alright, so I'm going to test out the pigmentation, how they blend, how they feel, how they look on the eye. I mean, obviously that's the transition shade, so it's going to be very light. Okay, that's showing up. Blending out quite nice. Not a bad little transition shade actually, that one. That shadow builds up quite nicely. Yeah, not a bad little shadow, that one. Then I'm going to take, to my knowledge, they don't have shade names. No. Just on that same brush, not as high as before, but tucking it more in my crease because I do have hooded eyes. I like to give more depth. Yeah, as you can see, that's definitely created a bit more dimension to the shape of my eye. Not compacty, they go on very easily. If I am struggling with my blending, I do like to take a matte cream colour, which this palette does have, which I find very handy. This is actually a Designer Brands makeup eyeshadow brush. They're really good quality brushes. Just like to go over it. And it just helps to soften out that blend. They've gone on really nicely and blended out, not gone patchy. Really nice actually. I might take this shade just to give a bit more use out of the shades because I do want to test out the shades if I can. I like that. It's not gone muddy, not choppy. Really nice. I think for the shimmer on the lid, I'm gonna go in with that color. It's a little bit different. It's like a smoky lilac. Does that make sense? Okay. And then in the inner corner, I might go in with duochrome. Okay, that's really pretty. And that's just been put on dry. And I've also not had any fallout either. I really like that combination. And then just blend it out. Really pretty color, that one. I typically don't use glitters. I'm really sensitive to glitter. Really pretty color, that one. It's really different. For the lower lash line, I'm just going to take a mix of that one and that one. These blend out so well. Real pretty. As I said, for that inner corner, I'm going to take that duochrome. See it? It's really pretty. It's very sheer. Okay, so it's quite sheer. It's more like a topper. Well, it feels up. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty. I like that. I really like the duochrome. That's something a little bit special in this palette. A brow bone, I'm just going to take that shade right there and then, okay, don't need much with that one. Pretty look. I'm going to finish off my look and then I'll come back and give you my first impressions of the palette. Okay, so this is the finished look. I actually really like how this came out. The shades don't muddy it. They're actually really good quality, especially for a drugstore. Not patchy, really smooth, easy to blend. They don't take ages to build up. Really very impressed with this palette. Designer brands always do holiday releases, and this one I'm actually really impressed with the packaging itself. And you don't get much from Australian drugstore these days under 20 bucks, and this one is $16.99. So I would hurry up and buy it because it is limited edition, but sometimes it depends how popular it all is. It can hang around. Really, really pretty palette. As I said earlier, it's vegan and cruelty free. 25 shades, absolutely beautiful quality. I'm going to get a lot of use out of this palette. If you like a cooler toned neutral palette with a bit of pop of colour, I really think this one you'll enjoy a lot. I'm just going to do some finger swatches. This one, 25 shades, I think is a lot to swatch. But I'll do that of the ones that I haven't used on my eyes, because then you'll see some different shades. Like, how pretty are they? They're very true to colour and much to pick up. The glitters are proper glitter. If you like glitter, you'll love this as an all-around palette. The duochrome is really pretty, something different, especially for drugstore. And I just think you can get so many looks out of this one palette. It's gorgeous. You do get 30 grams of product, which I think for $16.99, that is excellent value. And the pan sizes are actually very decent. There wasn't too much kick up or kick back in the palette, so which is probably why I didn't have much fallout when I was applying it on my eye. And they are true to colour. This would make a fabulous soft glam palette, and everyday, very versatile, and it would be an excellent all-round palette for doing glam looks as well. Yeah, let me know if you're going to be picking up any of the holiday releases from designer brands. They're one of my all-time favourite brands here in Australia. They are cruelty-free, affordable, but they do really excellent quality makeup. and I will have a playlist that I'll put down below so that you can go and binge watch some of my other BB content. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon in another video.